Hey everybody, I'm back. I know it's been a while. Last time you saw me, I had a beard. That means I'm back in the armed forces, doing armed forces things. I crushed my pinky. It hurts pretty bad. Where's the camera? I don't know. The camera's over here somewhere. I'm tripping. So a lot has happened, and I have not filled you guys in on a lot, but that's what I am doing right now because I don't know if you can see back there, but there's no CRX outside, but for good reason. The CRX is at Brian's house. It does run again. See this clip. Now we're back. So the CRX is running this weekend. I should be able to have the time to get it squared away so it can go get tuned. It's really a bunch of little stuff. There's a leak from the turbo feed. I got to bleed the brakes, had to put a couple brakes on because remember it wouldn't roll. I don't even know if y'all knew that, but it was difficult to make it roll because one of the brake calipers is seized. Anytime you put the battery, like put the terminals on, the fuel pump and the fan immediately cut on. So you got to figure that out. You know, just got to do some wiring, be to mess around, put a switch panel in that thing for real, because it was an absolute rat's nest from the jump. But got that, and I think that's it for the CRX. Got some brand new wheels and tires on there, as y'all can see in the little clip or in this picture. All right, and yeah, she's ready to make some jam. It'll be a beautiful sounding turbo B16 with my HK super sequential. I'm super excited about that. But the sad news is it's not sticking around. I am literally getting the car together to sell. Why, might you ask? I never thought you'd ask. It is because I am working on a rear-wheel drive project. The rear-wheel drive project has finally taken enough shape to where I can finally start talking about it and showing you guys what I have. So without further ado, here we go. So let's open this big old box up. What we got? FTI. For those of you that know. For those who don't, you're about to know now. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a built TH400 with a trans brake and all kind of other upgraded rear-wheel drive transmission goodies. This is what will be going in my newest project vehicle, the one that I care about the absolute most, because rear-wheel drive is going to be so much easier to make a relatively easy, consistent drag car. Yes, I'm still a stick shift man at heart. Yes, I will still have stick shift vehicles. The CRX might not even get sold. I'm kind of growing attached to it. But it will be easy to make a car that I can go rounds. Say the goal right now is just to make it a 950 car. That is not hard this day and age, and it's not far from attainable with relative ease, this and this stock motor. So this is the motor that was in Honda Lisa. Honda Lisa was wrecked back in August or September, something like that. I was on the way to a track. Somebody tried to take me out. So I pulled the motor out because it still ran and drove perfectly. And now she is getting some love. You see the Ultra Race flipped orientation for rear wheel drive. Shout out to, who did I get this from? Lewis? One of my EV Tech homies had the what you call the kit, the power steering and AC delete kit for the Lowski Woski. Jack Spaniard turbo manifold. This is only on for this iteration. I know everybody hates on them. Yes, they make chintzy stuff, but I got fab guys that will reinsure that it's reinforced and ready to do what it's gonna do. We're gonna take this 44 off and flange it for a 60. So here goes the meat and potatoes. This is the adapter plate and flywheel. It's not a flywheel. It is a, I don't know, the flywheel for an automatic car. I just drew a complete blank. I'm really tired. But anyways, so there's a company called KMP out of Canada, well, a speed shop. If you look up Fox Body, K-Swap Fox Body on YouTube, you will see a very nice, well-sorted silver Fox Body with the K24 in it, stock K24. They were going like 930s, and they had a power glide, and they ended up getting rid of the K series and going LS for whatever like series or class they were in or whatever. So that being the case, I ended up with that. So if you see that video, that is the exact same adapter plate, bell housing, adapter thing that was in that video. Also, I have the torque converter right there. So that was one of the biggest reasons that I did decide to go with them. And it was kind of like I got lucky because I was friends on Facebook with one of the guys that worked there. And he was like, hey, hit them up and see if they'll make something shake for you, which they definitely did. And I am extremely excited. All right, she's been sitting, but here she is in all of her glory. Like I said, the front was already converted to 5-lug. It is just a 1991 GT. I am under the guise that it was once upon a time a stick shift car by the judging by the pedals, but I don't know. I ran the VIN, but I didn't look that deep into it. It already had a cage. It had a fuel cell. It had a seat. I took the seat that was in here out. It was the little plastic seat. I've never really been a fan of those. The Prisma is not going to stay for long, but I am going to get it mounted in here so that way I have a seat. You see, it was very much so stripped down Mustang, right? None of this stuff, sorry if excuse the mess, a lot of stuff came out of the Accord after the wreck. But I will be putting, these are Cadillac ATS Brembos. We'll be putting those up front, so I have me some good 4-piston stopping power. Those are the rear 4x108s. They will be for sale. Gotta get this fuel cell mounted. That is a whole lot of 10 AN. It will be 10 front to rear, meaning feed and return. Be 10 AN. I got to tell y'all the little story about how I got this bad boy. Give me a second. But it is going to be very Honda. There will be no Ford emblems on the outside. There will be no 5.8 emblems on the outside, meaning that this had a 351. For those that are confused, they're like, I thought it was a 5.0. When they had a 5.8 in the Mustang back then? Yep, no, it was a 5.0 that they put a 351 in, presumably. Let me see how this, let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, I'm a fan. Woo-hoo. So yeah, we're gonna hurt a lot of feelings, make a lot of enemies. But that's kind of the goal in racing. We'll make some friends along the way too. But yeah, pretty solid car. It does have a clean title, so I do plan on actually titling it and registering it so that way I can do so I can drive it on the street. I am in the process now trying to find me some other doors that did Lex and these, and it would be too much work trying to convert them back to crank. I just want some crank window doors so that way I can actually ride in the car and roll the windows down. I know it'll never have AC or anything like that, but yeah, again, this is her and all of her side profile glory. So yeah, let me go back in the garage and tell you guys a story about this. So how I got the car. So last year, how did I get the car? So I'm scrolling Marketplace, as I normally do, because that's what any sane car guy does on a regular basis, is just scroll Marketplace. So I come across this Fox that the gentleman is already, as you saw it, minus a couple of changes. Like I said, I converted the 5-lug and put the tubular K member that's in there, some other stuff. So anyways, he has it posted for like $1,500, $1,600, something like that, or trade for a 4-wheeler or an SN95 Mustang. SN95 is the 94 to 97 or 98, and then SN99 is still technically SN95, but the new Edge is the one that comes after that. So boom, now I'm scouring Marketplace for an SN95 or a 4-wheeler for an amazing deal. So I find a running driving V6 SN95 in decent condition with a clean title for $700 in Savannah, Georgia. So as I'm talking to both Marketplace parties, let me get, jeez Louise. As I'm talking to both Marketplace parties, I am sending the information from the SN95 owner to the Fox Body Roller owner. So he's like, yeah, I like it. I'll take it. That's cool. I'm with it. Bada bing, bada boom. So I'm like, all right, let me just find a trailer, and I'm on the way to make this transaction happen today. So Angel had Little Brian's trailer. So I drove up to Lincolnton to grab the trailer. I drove from Lincoln to Savannah. It was me, the twins, and Junie. We went to Savannah. I drove the SN95 on the trailer, stopped by Subway, had a foot long, and Junie had a foot long churro, because that's what kids do. And got on the highway, headed to Columbia, dropped off the SN95, picked up the Fox body, came home. All in total at that point, because I am going to do a cost breakdown, because I do want to see how inexpensively I can run a 9 with this vehicle. I personally think I'll be able to do it for pretty cheap. But I make it to Columbia, get the car, get home. I was at like $130 in gas and $700 for the car. So all in total, at that point, I was at like $830 in or whatever. I think I shot Lil Brian like $40 for using the trailer, so we'll say $870. All right. So I'm sub $900 in for the car and obtaining the vehicle. Not gonna do the cost breakdown just yet, but as of right now, I will say I am that we'll say 870. 20 what's 47 plus 8? 47 and 3 would be 5 plus 5. So we'll say I'm at 55 right there right now. And then that's just kind of what we'll call it right now. I'm still the goal is to run a 9 for sub 10 grand. I think I will be able to do it. But right now I'm about halfway of my budget without doing extreme tabulations. Like those the big the Jegs wheels, I got those for like $200. The tires are no good, so I do have to get tires. The front runners that's on the car are Chevy Equinox spares that match actually the 5-spoke pattern of the Jegs wheels. I'm probably going to end up having to put a spacer on there, but if I do have to run a spacer, which more than likely I will do it properly. I'll probably just get my fab guy to like weld them to the rotors or something. I don't want just like an extra point of failure. Like I said, slowly but surely she's coming together, and I do feel like I will be able to hit my $10,000 mark or sub $10,000 mark and be able to run a 9-second pass with a K24 and maybe a Precision 62, 66 possibly. If I can't get a good deal, which I might get Brian's old turbo, but if I can't get a good deal, then I will run a Pulsar. For those who don't know, Dean with the Devil Z, he's a Pulsar guy, and he and I have been talking about what the business is with that. And then one of my twins is out here with no shirt on and a diaper. Yeah. Say hi. All right, you ain't gonna say nothing? You just did all that, just say nothing? All right, bye. So, so either way, she will be sorted here shortly. So will not have mounts in the traditional sense coming off of like the cross member or the frame rail or anything like that going onto the side of the motor. They will be on the front and on the rear of the motor, and the motor will essentially be hanging in the engine bay, as there will be nothing coming from underneath. It will be a fender exit. It will be 3-speed. The folks that I got the stuff from are the ones that encouraged me to go 3-speed. Like I said, they had a Power Glide, and they on a stock motor went 9 teens, I want to say, before they put rods in one, and then was going like 870s or something like that. So it's not going to take a whole lot to accomplish the goals I want to accomplish. So I'm looking forward to getting it rolling. I think Alea is too. You looking forward to getting it rolling? Yep. So, yeah, I don't want to talk your head off. Like I said, I will be doing a cost breakdown. You will be seeing when it goes into the car and all that good stuff. All that will be happening here in short order, because I'm probably going to go ahead and torque everything down on the as far as the adapter plate and stuff is concerned, so that way the transmission can be test fitted, and then you guys can see that, which I'm not going to do that right now. I'm extremely tired, and I have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to be to work tomorrow. So yeah, that's it. But that being said, I have talked long enough. This video is going to be a little bit longer than I thought it was, but I just wanted to keep you guys informed of what was going on and show you that no, Joppa the Great has gone nowhere. I am still here, and we are still here to race. You will be seeing me doing a lot more of that in the very near future. And possibly somebody could buy a CRX from me because I'll probably sell it for the lowest. It would be a 500 horsepower turnkey car, probably, turnkey 10-second CRX and for $500. For the $500, 500 horsepower for maybe $5,000, a little bit less maybe. So as always, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for tuning in when you do. Thanks for what you saying? All right. Say don't be good, be great. Junie.
Wants me to say it.
All right, Junie. Don't be good.
Be great.
Going up like an elevator headed to the pit. Feeling Superman, call me Joppa Kent. Got me bent. If you thinking you can overthrow my squad, oh my God, no face shaking when you see